cousins. How's your mind? How's your body? How's your heart? I hope that you're doing well. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So we are doing my March reset. And I'm really excited to talk to y'all. There was a lot of books read in February because I lost a huge core of my family in February. My grandmother passed away, so I didn't do much, if any, reading really. Basically, like, as soon as she was admitted to the hospital, that was probably like when my reading completely just fell off of the map. I got some stuff read beforehand, and hopefully we'll have one book read by tomorrow, but outside of that, like, there wasn't much reading done. So this reset should not be very long, but I guess we'll see. So you already saw some clips of me setting up my reading journal, in which you'll see a flip through of that at the end of this video. The layout for the rest of the video is going to be me showing you the clip of me rolling my D12. If you don't know, I roll a D12 every month, and that determines how many books I can buy in that month. So far, things have been going really well, and March's roll went really well as well. And then we're going to talk about the pre-ordered books that I have for the month of March. And then we're going to go over my stats for the month, which has like my average rating, how many books I read, how I read them, so forth and so forth. And then we're going to talk about the books that I read in the month of February. And then we'll just go through the flip through of both my personal journal and my reading journal. And then we'll go ahead and close out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So on the screen, you will see my dice roll, and my dice roll went really well. I rolled an 11, which is great because I only have 2 books pre-ordered. So I rolled an 11, which means that 2 of the 11 books are my pre-order books, and then I can buy whatever the fuck I want to, which is great. However, just because I rolled 11 does not mean I need to buy 11 books, and plus your girls run out of space. Like, we're running out of a lot of space. So we will definitely see. I have some books in mind, but for now, I rolled 11, so that's great. Now we're going to go into my books that I have pre-ordered for the month of March. The first book I'm going to talk about is Faithbreaker, and this is by Hannah Kaner. This is book number 3 in the Fallen Gods series. I don't exactly know how many there are going to be. So the publication date for this is the 13th of March, and I believe that I have this pre-ordered from Waterstones. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I think I'm either getting it from Waterstones or I'm going to get it from Illumicrate, because my God Killer is from Illumicrate, and I think my Sunbringer is also from Illumicrate, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check out on the Illumicrate website to see what's up. But either way it goes, I will be getting Faithbreaker either from Waterstones or from Illumicrate, if Illumicrate has it. There's another book I need to get from Illumicrate too, but nevertheless, that is the book. I'm not going to go into the details of this book because I haven't even read the first one. You're going to ask me, Princess, why are you buying the third one if you haven't read the first one? Because I need for my set to match. Okay? I need my set to match. At the end of the day, I don't want to miss out on my sets matching. So that's why. The second and last book that I'm pre-ordering, I know, right? Imagine there's only 2. But that is Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. This is by Clarissa Broadbent. And this technically was already out, but they are re-releasing it. I'm pretty sure I have this pre-ordered from Waterstones, and I believe it comes out on the 25th of March. So I'm pretty sure. I'm like 100% sure I have it pre-ordered from Waterstones. This says it's 2.5 in the Crowns of Naxia. I haven't read any of those. I do have all of Clarissa Broadbent's books, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I do. So I just have to continue on because why not? I hear amazing things about them, and I'm getting more into romantasy, and I believe this is a romantasy book, so I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I have it pre-ordered from Waterstones. Okay, so I have to double check to make sure that those were the only 2 books I have pre-ordered, and they are. So we are good to go. I am hoping to buy more books and stuff, especially because I get my bonus and raise in the month of March. Also, though, I am going to a book event, a book signing, Tracy Dion's book signing. So I will definitely be buying that book when I go out there. That's on the 9th. And that is for Oathbreaker? No. Oathbound. oath something of the case. But nevertheless, I will be going to that, which is in Huntington, I believe. Huntington Beach, California, possibly. I'm not exactly sure. Either way it goes, I'll be going to that, and I will be buying that. So that is also a book that I should have on here as a pre-order, even though I haven't pre-ordered it, but definitely buying it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into our stats. I will put them on the screen, but I do have them right here on my iPad. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So for the month of February, I read 3 books, which was a total of 559 pages read, 4.5 hours listened to, an average rating of 3.17, which honestly is really, really bad. It says that I acquired 2 books. I did not. I bought more than that. I just haven't updated this. I really need to. A haul video that shows all the books that I bought in the month of February will be out sometime next week. And I started 1 series, and I had 2 diverse reads, diverse of some form, whether that be written by a BIPOC author or have some other type of diversity on it or inside of it as well. My ratings was 2 3 stars and 1 3.5 stars, which again is really bad. I read 2 graphic novels and 1 novel, like a regular length sized book. Now we're going to go into the books that I read and which ones was my best and which one was my worst. In all actuality, there's not really much to talk about because there was only 3 books and 2 were graphic novels, but nevertheless we'll talk about them just to stay consistent in our reset. So the first graphic novel that I finished was The Wicked and the Divine, and this was 176 pages, and I gave it a 3-star rating. I don't exactly know how I feel about The Wicked and the Divine. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot darker than what it was. It was still dark, but I thought it was going to be a lot darker. I will not be continuing on with this series. If I decide to do so, I will probably just get them from the library. So in Adjust, this book is set where every 90 years, 12 gods are brought back as humans, basically. But after this happens, like in 2 years, like a couple of them start dying off for whatever reason. They decide to kind of all come together and make like a pop group. I know this isn't making any sense, it's fine. But they decide to come together and make like this pop group type of thing and like become like really famous. But in Adjust, just because you're a god doesn't make you immortal. So then like some of them are dying off and they're just kind of trying to just live like their best life. Parts of it was really dark, and then like other parts of it was kind of like blah and whatever. So that's why I gave it 3 stars. Like, it's fine, but it's not really something that I would pick up again, really. Sorry, actually, going backwards, actually, The Wicked and Divine was probably the worst book of the month, by the way. By default, then the next one is going to be like my best book of the month, and I didn't rate the next book I'm going to talk about. But I read Sky in the Deep by Adrian Young. So this is a Viking type of book, and to be completely honest, I was going to DNF it fairly early on. The only reason why I kept going is because I tend not to DNF books until I'm like 30% in, and after I got to 30%, I was like, I really just need to see how this ends. I'm curious to see how this ends. So this follows a girl named, I want to say her name is Elin or something of the case. And she is part of this clan of people that is totally against this other clan of people. There's like the Asuka people, and then like the Ricky people, or something of the case. So one day as she's fighting on this battlefield against the Ricky people, she sees her brother fighting with the Ricky people, which was really weird for her because her brother died the previous fight. Like, they fight each other like every 5 years or something of the case. Each one of them have different gods. Each clan has a different god, and the 2 gods don't like each other. You don't exactly know if they are actually like existent or not, but it was fairly interesting. She is then like in the second round of fighting the Ricky and stuff, she's like, oh, I need to see if I actually saw my brother or not. And then she does see her brother, so then she kind of chases him into the woods, and then she ends up getting kidnapped by the Ricky. So when she gets kidnapped, she's brought to their village, and she's just really confused on what is happening. Like, how is her brother alive? She saw her brother die, and then it kind of goes from there. She spends time with this other clan. She finds out that like they're just regular people like me type thing. There's definitely some parts in here that made me very uneasy. The animal sacrifices made me uneasy, as well as like there's a part where she's groped, and that made me really uneasy. But outside of that, like overall, it was fine. I think I gave it like a 3.5 star, and most of that is just because of Adrienne Young's writing. I love her as an author, so like there is that, but that's basically it. Last but not least, I read Sea Prayer, and this is by Khalid Hassani. I think I'm probably mispronounced that, and I apologize. So this is like a literary fiction graphic novel, and this is just the author talking about being an immigrant and like what he ran away from, basically. And I decided not to rate this, even though it is labeled as like a literary fiction type thing. Like, I decided not to rate it just because it felt so closely tied to his past, and I want to say that he wrote this for either his son or his nephew or something of the case. So I just decided not to rate it. So there's that. So by default, like I said, The Wicked and Divine was my worst book. Sky and Deep is my best book, which is not saying much. And then I decided not to rate Sea Prayer. I read Sea Prayer for the Buzzwordathon prompt. So there's that. I want to quickly mention this because I should have this finished by tomorrow. And this video is supposed to go up on Saturday. So I won't have time to like insert and like talk about it or anything like that. But I am reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. This is Kayla from Books and Lala. This is her Literary Dead book club pick for the month of February, I believe. And she asked me to be a co-host after I commented saying that I would love to co-host. But she asked me to be a co-host. I said, yes, of course. I love Kayla. I'll link her channel down below if you don't know who Kayla from Books and Lala is. I don't know how you wouldn't. But if you don't, I'll link her channel down below. But I am reading this right now. This is set in the 70s. And this is a fallen girl named Fern. That's not her name. But fallen girl named Fern. And she is shipped to this house because she is pregnant out of wedlock. I want to say she's like 15 or 16 or something of the case. And she goes to this house, and there is filled with these girls in the same predicament. And there's supposedly witchcraft inside of it. Where I am, I'm over 100 pages in, probably 150 pages or so into it. And where I am, like the first like spell in witchcraft has happened. This has a lot of underlining topics going on of like, you know, how they treated women back in the day, like the importance of women, like what exactly does it mean to be a mother, like, and it's based in like history of what was happening back then and such of the case. So I should have this finished by tomorrow, because I need to have this finished by tomorrow. The live is on Saturday. So by the time y'all should see this and such, I don't know when you're going to watch it, but by the time you do see it and everything, the live is either happening or has already happened. So I'm going to just talk about it here since it will be finished by tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into the flip through of both my personal and reading journal. So I will see you back here after that.
Hello. So I know that you're probably a little cricket, and I'm sorry for that. It's just where you are. It's a little, you know, difficult for me to see. But I am here to show y'all my reading journal and my personal journal. I think I'm going to start with my personal one first because it's the closest one to me right now. So this is my personal bullet journal. I got this from Archer and Olive. I put it down below every reset. And I got this personalized by Rachel, which I will link all her information down below as well. So we're going to go ahead and go to March. So this is the intro page to March. My bullet journal is themed dark academia and vintage, so that's why you'll see like the little dark academia stuff on here, because I love dark academia. And then this is the layout of the calendar. So we have these V's right here for videos, and then there's some more V's right here for videos, and then I already have like appointments set up, and I have like my off days because I'm off every other week. And then I have a book event on the 9th that I'm actually not going to anymore, but not the point. And then I have my goals for the month. And then I have some tasks right here. I haven't filled this in yet. But going to the first week of March, we have the 3rd through the 9th. And I have like some notes in here. I try to put like to-do list in here as far as like what I need to do that day. And then I'll put like little highlight boxes next to it, so I'll check it off and everything. But this is that. As you can see, like some dark academia stuff right there. Then the following week, we have the 10th through the 16th. And then we got like, you know, some vintage looking stuff. And then we have like the green. I kind of really like the green. And then I have like some stuff in here already. And I'll fill this out obviously as like the month continues on. And then here we have the 17th through the 23rd. And then we got like little dark academia stuff again. Love this. This is really cute. And then I want to say, is this the last week? Yeah, this is the last week. And this is the 24th through the 30th. Again, with the dark academia stuff. This is vintage, just like a little vintage car right here. And then we have some more dark academia autumn stuff. So yeah, that is my spread for March in my personal bullet journal. Next, we have my reading journal, which is my always fully booked journal. This is the Book Lovers Planner. I will link the creator of this and the website down below, as always. So in the beginning of this, you saw like a clip of me setting up some stuff. So we're going to go to March. Here we have the month layouts, as well as my videos. I don't know how well you can see that, but the videos. And then I have like event here. And then here's a buzzword, the buzzwordathon word, which is thing. And then like the book I hope to fill that with, which was not on my TBR, but it's okay. Because if I do it, I do it. If I don't, that's fine too. And then here is my TBR. These ones with this highlight right here is my set 6 book TBR. And then these ones are my additional books. I talked about all these in my TBR video, which was uploaded yesterday. So I'll link that down below and up top for you. And then here are the prompts for those books. And then here are the releases. I'm missing one. I need to put one more in here. But here's the releases for that. And actually, I just bought this from Illumicrate, not Waterstone. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch that out. But those are my releases for March. And then here we have the 3rd through the 9th. And then my books that I would like to read that week. I was supposed to read Throne of Glass in February, but I didn't get to it. But here are the books I would like to read. And here is a place for like some notes and stuff for me. I need to like fill out every day how many pages I read. I stopped doing that, but I need to do that again. And then here is the 10th through the 16th and the books I need to read that week. And then the 17th through the 23rd, the books I need to read that week. And last but not least, the 24th through the 30th, and the books I need to read that week. These books are the additional books on my TBR, so hopefully I can get to them. I also need to go into Fable to check the book clubs that I'm in on Fable to see what is the book for the month of March, to see if it matches up with anything. Probably not. But and then we have the book haul section. These are for the books that I'm buying in the month of March. I rolled a D12. I got an 11, so I can buy 11 books. And then here will be my wrap up. And then additionally, right, for the end of March, there is a quarterly check-in. So I will need to fill that out as well. So yeah, that is the reading journal. I do need to fill out this, my reading checklist, and I do need to fill in my book series tracker, and I need to fill in the reading challenges as well as the A through Z challenges, and my reading goal tracker. Like, desperately need to fill that in as well, because I've read more than 10 books, but I just haven't filled it in. So I need to do that as well. But anyways, those are my reading journals, and that's the tour for the month. So yeah, back on to past, present, princess. I don't know which one. So I'll see you there. Bye.
Okay, so that is our reset for the month of March. I'm super excited to go into March because February was just a lot mentally, a lot physically. With that being said, actually, I want to thank everybody. I've done this a couple times, and I've thanked everybody and such, but I want to thank y'all again because it means so much to me that so many people supported me and sent so many kind words while I was dealing with grief. I'm still dealing with grief, but dealing with the fact that we lost such a big part of my family. She passed very quickly, very sudden. She got sick very suddenly and passed very, very quickly. And it was a blow to us that we had no idea. So thank you to everybody who reached out. Thank you to everybody who sent kind words. Thank you to everybody who sent positive vibes and prayed, all that. I really, really appreciate it. My family really, really appreciates it. And we are in a better space and such. Like, it's still going to take time, obviously, but we are in a better space. So I really appreciate it. That is the end of this video. Please let me know down below the books that you read in the month of February. How was your Black History Month? Was it good? I hope so. Mine wasn't the best, but how was yours? If you don't really have a comment, but you would like to leave something down below, please we'll leave a witch emoji. Leave a witch emoji down below. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Leave that down below if you would rather leave an emoji instead of saying a comment. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you being here and watching. And I will see you next time. Thank you for coming. Okay, cool. Bye.